From science fiction to real life.
Ever seen Minority Report?
All right, what he's doing now we call scrubbing the image, looking for clues as to where the murder is going to happen.
It's a movie about a high-tech system that predicts crime before it happens. Police see the future, then track down the suspects. Well, that's Hollywood. But Albuquerque police have something very real. News 13's Tim Maestas has tonight's special assignment.
The victims live in fear, wondering what will happen next, wondering if the next encounter will be their last. Maybe this will help. A simple but sophisticated system acquired by the Albuquerque Police Department to stop domestic violence offenders and stalkers from doing what one stalker did to this woman, Peggy Klinke.
That case is one that is paramount in our mind.
APD Sergeant Paul Szych says it's an example of a stalking investigation gone wrong. 8 years ago, Klinke reported over and over again to Albuquerque police an ex-boyfriend named Patrick Kennedy was stalking her. Police investigated, but it wasn't enough. Kennedy grew obsessed and violent. In January of 2003, he followed Klinke to her new home in California.
911 emergency. I have a stalker and he's here to kill me. He's going to beat me up and take me. He's in my house. Who's there? Patrick Kennedy. He's beating me up with a gun. He's trying to break it down. Patrick, I'm the only one here. Please. Please stop it. I think I see him kill me. Is he, ma'am?
Moments later, Kennedy shot and killed Klinke and then killed himself.
You look backwards in that investigation. So at that point, you go, okay, what went wrong? And that's the previous approach.
APD now has a new approach to look forward. You might think it hard to predict the behavior or the intentions of a stalker, but Albuquerque police say that's no longer the case, all because of a new computer program called Mosaic. It's the closest thing they have to a crystal ball.
We're using the module for male offenders of domestic violence.
The program asks dozens of questions. An APD victim liaison fills in the blanks.
We have information from police reports and interviewing people.
Within minutes, the data is analyzed and the system produces a threat level. A 10 means a suspect is almost destined to strike.
We quickly have to get our mind around where are we at in this. Are we in the last hour? Are we in the last 2 days of this victim being possibly murdered? Ramp up, start TAC plans, start surveillance, get arrest warrants.
He's been stalking his ex-wife for about 5 years.
44-year-old Michael Verderame is the perfect example of the kind of person police want to stop. His ex-wife says he's been threatening to kill her.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
Recently, police say he used his ex-wife's account to buy a body bag and a gun holster on eBay. Less than a month ago, police showed up at his Southeast Albuquerque home and hauled him off to jail.
Watch your head.
Among the charges, 2 counts of aggravated stalking.
Eventually, we're going to have a case where we're there as the person attempts to commit that homicide.
Sergeant Szych says the new computer warning system is now fully operational. With each alert, police make it a point to make the hunter the hunted, trying to avoid the weaknesses of past investigations like Peggy Klinke's.
I'm not going to say for sure we could have prevented the Peggy Klinke case. I'm not. But what I am going to say is that this model, the current model we have in place, the current system we have in place, would give us the absolute best chance of predicting that and preventing it.
Tim Maestas, KRQE News 13.
According to police, domestic violence and stalking-related homicides are about the only kinds of homicides that are possible to predict. Sergeant Szych estimates up to 5% of the cases fit the profile of a likely or possible homicide.